I Todd Billin, right? So not the last time, right? But I previously remarked that the Gators' defensive issues were easily correctable. And for the most part, those issues that I pointed out were corrected. The personnel was changed. You got your senior leaders back there, and you're not making the type of mistakes that I pointed out from the original game against Ole Miss, right? So I also pointed out that Ole Miss has elite premium offensive personnel and that they will do that to just about everyone on the schedule. I think people realize that I wasn't playing now, considering what it just did in the past 2 weeks again against Kentucky, and followed that up with a crazy-ass performance on offense against the University of Alabama. So these issues now are just totally different. So we're going to have to get into it, right? I'm going to do a little bit of a film study and break down some of the things that I saw, but some of these things may actually not be correctable because these issues are just way different than mental issues. Having a freshman safety in his first game be out of sorts and continually get worked with eye discipline off of a great play caller and play designer like Lane Kiffin is a lot different than having all your senior guys in there for the most part. No Kyrie Campbell, and that's something I want to get into as well. But Brad Stewart back, Sean Davis back, and then you give up a ton of points to A&M. So with that being said, that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of messes everything up because that offense still looks like the absolute goods. Scored on nearly every possession. It took a fumble to really not score. Like, we know that offense is the absolute truth, and it's championship caliber. And I guess that's what this is in this particular day and age, right? But having these guys unable to bring their own nuts, right? That's what my coaches always say, bring your own nuts. I used to be like, what does that even mean, man? How can you bring someone else's nuts? That makes no sense. But now I kind of get it, right? Like, who's going to sit there and make a play? Now, should the Gators move on from Ty Grantham, Dr. Pressure? Yes, they should move on from him. Now, let's get that out of your vocabulary right now because you're in the middle of a season and nobody's getting rid of Ty Grantham right now. You have a championship to go win, and all your goals are still ahead of you if that is your end game. This is not a death sentence by any stretch of the imagination because all you have to do is defeat the rest of the teams on your schedule and you're in the playoffs. Is it going to be easy? It wasn't going to be easy before you lost. Now you have zero room for error, but you do have room. So that's always a good thing there. So, and another thing is looking too far ahead. Way too many people on that content, I was like, why are you people talking about these other teams down the road? Your defense is not good, and you keep going against these teams who are also good on offense. Eventually, something could not shake out your way. I remember telling quite a few people in the comment section, don't worry about that game far down the road. Better worry about Texas A&M. These are no patsies on this schedule. This is an all-SEC schedule, and you have to bring your nuts every damn week. So who's going to break down in space and make a tackle? Who's going to adhere to proper run fits? Who's going to get off blocks? Bring your own nuts. That's what it's all about. So, yes, get rid of Dr. Pressure after the season or whatever like that, but that has nothing to do with the here and now. Dr. Pressure is hamstrung. He has guys who can't cover. He has guys who can't get after the passer on a consistent basis. He is normally known, right? We call him Dr. Pressure from blitzing, but he's having to play zone, and the guys can't play zone. But then again, they can't play man either. So what is he supposed to do? Obviously, he's got to get his kids in the correct position to make plays. But then sometimes it becomes, as a player, you have to look at yourself and be like, am I doing what it takes out there? Am I? Right? Check this out right here. This is something that I wanted to focus on. This is where I think football has come to, at least for some of these teams, like how the Gators are operating, right? So look, 2018, 41% pass, 59% rush. You know what that does for you? In practice, you're having to go against a physical-ass team that wants to run the ball nearly 60% of the time. This is my theory here from my own, drawing on my own personal playing experience. If you go against a team that wants to run the ball that much every week in practice, you're going to be tough as shit on defense. At the very least, you're going to at least get the best out of your ability because you know physicality is a great equalizer. It is. If anything else, you can be physical. You may not be faster than the next man. You may not be as skilled as the next man, but you can control your own effort and you can control your own physicality. All right, so 2019, last year, Kyle Trask got to him. That's how great Dan Mullen is. He's the hacker. He changed his whole shit. I would have never thought I would ever see Dan Mullen with a passing offense. 54% pass, 46% rush. Didn't have the backs. The offensive line was kind of terrible in run blocking and everything like that. He made the most of what he had. Double-digit wins. The hacker. Now this year, 58% pass, 42% rush. The damn shit, like I said before, looks like 2019 LSU with how they move and contribute and disperse the ball. Kadarius Toney looks like a superstar. Kyle Pitts is a superstar. Naquan Wright looking hard out there. Damian Pierce, all these guys, the offensive line looking better. Kyle Trask dispersing the ball all over the field looks great. But this shit is kind of finesse. So what do you do in practice? You're having to go against something like this because these guys practice this shit to be that great. It is. Same shit happened to LSU. Normally a defensive program, the minute last year it became a high-level passing outfit, the defense went to shits. And look at all the stars that were on that defense. Look at all the guys that were drafted off that defense, and the defense wasn't that good. It wasn't. It was opportunistic. That's what Florida has to get. You guys got to get this out of your head. It's not going to be a lockdown defense. The offense is too finesse. It's going to score quickly, not give you – it's not going to put the defense in the best position to succeed itself besides playing with the lead, right? So with that being said right there, all you have to do is bring your own nuts. Bring your own nuts, man. That's what it's going to be about. Going to be opportunistic, create turnovers, and then you're going to have to be sound in your own technique, but you're going to have to be physical and you're going to have to give maximum effort, right? Now, the scheming portion of it, well, we can get to that right here. And let's see, you want to tell me if this is scheme or if this is personnel. Let's go.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, here we go. Base personnel, they're going to be running inside zone out of this pistol here, right? Zone flow across the board. Nothing too drastic about this or anything like that, right? You just got to nut up. Bring your own nuts. You can see right here they switching off. If you look right here, they're in man personnel. All you got to do is look at the eyes of the cornerbacks for the most part, right? This could be a blitz or something like that, but usually just by looking at the eyes. You got a two deep shell, scared of getting beat over the top, and you're just in your base alignment here. Who's going to get off a block and make a play? Who's going to get off a block and make a play? That's all it is. Boom, look at people getting washed down there. Who is that? Daryl Slayton. You cannot, you lose at the point of contact. Now, Kyrie Campbell not being there is a problem. I understand that right there. To me, he's probably the best dude on the front right there. But if we look at here, what's going on? Double at the point of attack. So that means somebody needs to come from the second level, whether it be James Houston, Ventrell Miller, something like that, and you got to replace and fill that gap here. You can't be slow. Look at them hesitating here. So all they're going to do right here is get Green. Of course, it's a zone player. He's going to combo up to the second level. If you go and meet this at the hole, right, you go and meet this at the hole, then you're probably a lot better off for it. You got to have people who are able to two-gap as well. Where's this right here? Don't get washed away. You two-gap. You start getting washed away like this. Look at it. Washed away like rain. Unable to help out with this oncoming running back right here. He's just washed away like rain. Who is that? Zach Carter maybe? Yep, exactly. Zach Carter. It starts up front, man. You guys up front have to nut up. We fall down, but we nut up. You got to get off the block like an old head, man. These guys are stuck on the block like some old head drinking beer on the curb. Can't do it. This was alarming right here. The passing game stuff right there is super alarming. But man, Florida football and not being able to adhere to nutting up and just getting after it, that was alarming to me. And they just gashed these boys over and over. All right, same thing right here, right? That was just zone right. His pistol zone left. What happens? Oh, my God. Look at the point of contact here. Look at the point of contact. What's going on right here? Who's this? Humphreys? Oh, come on, Humphreys. You from Gwinnett County like your boy right here, man. You can't get washed away from Gwinnett, but look at that, man. He's turned perpendicular. His numbers are turned backwards. He's working for the other team now. He's pointing the direction the other team is pointing. He's a turncoat. Humphreys turncoated. He done switched sides. But nah, for real, look at that. Let's just not bring your own nuts, man. I don't know what to tell you. Is that Ty Grantham's fault? Ty Grantham can't do this for someone. Climb up on the second level. Who is this? Probably Houston. He doesn't want to get off a block there. Got to get off. You got to meet the block. You can't catch blocks. This isn't MMA. You can't catch strikes, right? Get off a block. Get off a block. 5 yards here, 7 yards here, 8 yards here, 10 yards here. That ain't Ty Grantham, homie. He's doing different stuff. He's actually doing different stuff. He's bringing in different personnel. Now look, now they jump in a guard to guard thing, right? I see later on they jump in a bare front, right? They're working off different fronts. They're flooding the line of scrimmage. They're doing a whole bunch of different stuff, man. Sometimes it just comes down to, man, do you have the players? Do you have the players? All right, so what did I say? Can't really play zone, can't really play man. Why not play a mix of both, which is what they do. They play a matchup zone. You can see right here, what is Kyer Elam looking at? He's looking at his man. He's in man coverage. Now, you can look at the eyes across the board of these other guys. Look, he's going to be in man coverage. He's going to be probably in some type of zone unless he has the back as the overhang defender right here, Brenton Cox there. So they're playing a mix of both. It looks to me like everything is pretty good, but one guy can't make it happen. Amari Burney right here, right, going against Jalen Weidemeyer. That's it. Right, in breaking route, unable to defend the middle of the field on third downs. Over and over and over. That's all it was, over and over and over, right? Nobody getting there. So, look, they send Stewart. They're having to send extra pressure. Now, people were saying, oh, we don't like it when he plays home. Then he's like, well, shit, I got to blitz then. Then they like, I don't like it when he blitzes. What are you going to do? It's just a 5-man pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-man. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Is it a 4-man pressure? Unless I'm missing somebody. It's still just a 4-man pressure, blitz or not. All you got to do is cover your man. Looks like everybody's good here. Maybe this out route going right here to Smith, but he's not he's not working that way. He wants to work between the stitches because he knows Florida cannot defend the middle of the field. You even got a zone right here with Diabate. He's just stuck in the mud, right? He's already got somebody on him. That's not even Diabate. That's Ventura Miller. Why not be in the middle of the zone to try to rob this? I don't know what to tell you right there. Somebody needs to be in this particular zone here. Was that Moon? He's out there 2-on-1 right there. Middle of the field just voided. Amari Burney 1-on-1. Can't make the play. I don't think you can just put that on Ty Grantham. I really don't, but I understand that's what people are going to do. That's the easiest person to blame, and he's in charge of the defense. So I guess it is what it is on that standpoint. All right, here we go again. Another matchup zone. Still sending a 4-man pressure, I believe, here and disguising it. He's doing everything in his power to try to do something different here. Going to have a nickel sin here. I want to say it's a nickel sin. And then you're going to have a zone here. Steiner comes. Is this his spot here? Your boy Marco. Marco had a tough day, man. Marco is a guy who I think has lost some confidence. Marco used to be very good, man. Very good. He's one of my favorite cats out there. I'm like, Marco Wilson's a dude that's going to the league. Nowadays, man, I don't know. Marco Wilson was getting destroyed out there, man. He was community loving, right? You know what community loving is, right? We've all had that girl in the community before. Let's be real here. Everybody took a turn, so it is what it is on that from that standpoint. So what are you supposed to do right there? You have Marco with outside leverage here. His zone is going to be here no matter who comes into it. So Steiner's going to end up getting this guy right here who is, I'm not sure what he does. He probably just runs a sit-down route. So that puts Marco on outside leverage having to defend this deep dig by Jalen Weidemeyer. Got to be able to get there and make a quick decision. See the switch off there? Boom. Unable to defend the middle of the field on third down. Third down. You can get everybody to third down, but you cannot defend it, right? This is perfect. Steiner here to get this stop route. Marco's got to be able to stick that foot in the ground, use that athleticism. I'm not sure if his athleticism is shot from his former injury, but I felt like he used to be a much better athlete. He was close. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to totally put this on Marco because he has outside leverage. Your senior center fielder here definitely needed to have some good eye discipline and realize what was going on and be able to drive on this rock as well. But two of your guys there, two old head dudes there, can't stop the play in the middle of the field on third down. All right, so this is going to be the last one right here. I don't want to feel like I'm picking on some college kids because none of these kids are getting paid to play ball. And, man, some of them going to be working at Lyft and Uber after college. So, you know what I mean? I'll do it with my professional content, but I'm just trying to show you guys what's going on. So, I mean, that's a thing in the business, man. Criticizing college kids is a no-no for us who've professionally done this as far as journalism goes. But I got to do what I got to do, right? So, on this particular one right here, my man Marco is beat on this post route. However, if you look at the coverage of it, what is exactly going on here? Man-to-man to the man-to-man on Marco's side, definitely. And this could be considered off-man coverage or it's some type of three-deep shell here. But to me, it looks like it's more of a quarters coverage. Just by the way the safeties are positioned right here, usually you're a lot closer to the ball when you're working with the quarters coverage there. So that's my guess on that. So if that's the case, then you can see these guys shoot up. With them shooting up like that, and with this graphic here, it's perfectly illustrated, I would have to think that is quarters coverage because you're going to get anything that goes vertical in this particular area, right? So he would have a quarter of the field. You would have a quarter of the field here with Steiner, quarter of the field with Davis, quarter of the field here with, I would have to guess that would be Elam. So if that's the case here, then this could be on probably both cornerbacks because nothing else crosses. Both safeties shoot up with the play action, which could be a problem because we just don't know exactly what coverage this is either. But if that's the truth, if that's the case, then my man right here would have to still work vertically. So if he's still working vertically, not necessarily worried about that because one of these safeties should have something that's coming in their zone, then maybe Elam should also be kind of responsible for this as well. Because if he worked vertically, and I've seen this before too, I've seen people working different coverages where you see both cornerbacks down the field, and then this wouldn't have happened. But you got to defeat the man that's in front of you. So Marco has to bear a little responsibility in this, regardless of what coverage it is. If he's supposed to have over-the-top help or whatever, he just did not make this particular play. You can't – I don't know. You going to put that on Todd Grantham? Because if Marco made this play, then it would just been a good call, right? But he didn't make the play, and it is what it is. And it look like they're doing different stuff, man. So this is what I think. Even having Marco on the outside, it looks like he's trying to get his best players all on the field at the same time. So bring back Brad Stewart, have him play the nickel spot. You get your best safety in the game with your other two best safeties. So maybe that's a better way how they feel. See, that's the thing, man. We can't tell these people how to run their defenses, and we can't tell these people what personnel works best for their defense. I would never, ever sit up here and think that I'm better than Todd Grantham at football, anything. He knows more football than all of us combined. So we always got to keep that in perspective as well. And he's trying to get the best guys out there. So maybe I like Marco at nickel. I thought Marco was going to be a hell of a nickel. He's a very good tackler, very heady kid. Maybe somebody else should play on the outside. Maybe he should rotate at nickel with Brad Stewart. Got to see if they can do more stuff with a single high safety. But then if guys can't cover down the field, how do you play your single high safety stuff? Because you need someone to rob the middle of the field if you're having trouble defending the middle of the field too. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I wouldn't panic. A lot of football to be played. Everything, all your goals are still ahead of you. Take care of business one game at a time. LSU is another team that can put up points. So if you got to shoot it out with everybody, chances are, man, you live by the gun, you could die by the gun. That's what I always say right there. So you need to have a defense that can make a couple of stops, and then your offense is usually going to be able to put points on the board there. But it's just maybe one of those things, man. Just like Alabama. Alabama getting torched the last few years on defense does no longer look like a defensive program. It's definitely an offensive program there. Ole Miss put up like 700 yards on Alabama, just like it did against Florida. Florida did better than me against Ole Miss without having the benefit of film. Alabama had film and still got torched. If you're a high-level offense like that, man, these things are probably just going to happen, all right? With that being said, man, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, but peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.